Everything you always wanted to know about. I started my political career in 1991, I think, or maybe somewhat earlier already, because I did my study in Groningen and I got my doctor's degree. I wrote a thesis on the position of the Dutch Prime Minister in constitutional laws. I told many times before already that I, as a guy of I think 9 years old, I watched the Watergate debates on television, so that's pretty special, I think, for a guy of only 9 years old. So.
Indeed. And what was the experience in your whole life from which you learned the most?
In politics, or?
Could be politics, could be personal, like something from which you really learned, something that changed your life, maybe, in a way.
I think I learned a lot from my grandmother, who became almost 99. She learned me very useful and important values, as be honest to people and be yourself, and be aware of your environment. I mean, you shouldn't be an individual who is just thinking about his own life, but be aware of other people having less chances. So I think that has been very important to me.
Okay. According to you, what's the biggest misconception that people have about being mayor?
The biggest misconception about being a mayor? Many people do not really know, I think, what how a life of a mayor is. I mean, that's what I hear now, since I'm writing I'm doing my tweets and I'm telling people about things, and many times they tell me, oh, actually we didn't know, and it's very interesting to us. So maybe life of a mayor is one misconception.
Is it for you as you imagine it would be?
I knew already before I became mayor of Groningen, how life of a mayor is, because I was mayor of a smaller city, Naden, called Naden, before almost 6 years. It was in the near of Amsterdam, fortress town. And then it was really interesting to me because I was a member of parliament, I was member of the Senate, and local politics is different, and being a mayor is different from being an alderman. So it was interesting to me to discover life of a mayor, but I did a few some 7-8 years ago already. Yeah.
And what's the best experience you had as a mayor?
The best experience, all the times when you're meeting people and you are realizing it is really important. I mean, because it is affecting people's life. I mean, here we are having hours of meetings, and sometimes it's only about long agendas, and you do not actually realize what you are doing. And every time I do again, when I meet people, that's why it is so important to go through the city, to walk and to see what is happening, and what is happening because of decisions we made. So that's very interesting.
And have you ever been disappointed or maybe pissed, or I don't know, did you had any bad experiences as a mayor?
What is one of my biggest disappointments now is I should be careful, but I mean I'm quite disappointed about the way the press is performing, it's all a game, or it's just winning or losing, and sometimes they are not realizing how important their work and activities are as well, to tell people about what are we doing. And I mean, I don't say we should return to former times in which there was much more respect to politicians, but at least show some respect to politics. That is what I'm missing too much at this moment. That's one of my biggest disappointments.
And has your homosexuality ever been a problem in your career?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I had advantage of it, and maybe sometimes I thought I had some disadvantage, maybe, but people will never tell. I mean, I discovered already, and I know already that I should be very careful and reluctant to tell that sometimes I had the feeling it was not really an advantage. But so that's the most honest question, I think.
That you never felt that people were bad with you, or?
No, not really bad with me, but of course sometimes, but that is not a problem. Sometimes it is strange to them, or I mean, I went along with politicians from parties who were very from Christian parties, for example, and who were not very familiar with the issue. But that is not a problem. I mean, it's already. I really appreciate already when they showed their interest, and some did. So that's enough. I mean, just show interest and do your best to show that you're having respect, like we should all have respect for different lifestyles or different people.
So do you have the feeling today that you're happy with what you're doing as a mayor? Do you?
Yeah, I am, because this is my city. I mean, I have been born here. I did my studies. My family is living here. I had the best times of my life, and then having a chance to do something for your city and to live here. Living, of course, in a very responsible position. I mean, what is a pity is that I do not have really a chance to enjoy as I had before. I mean, of course, it's a very interesting life, but sometimes I would love to have to return former times in which I just could enjoy and could be myself and could be not aware of my environment and of what people are thinking. That's sometimes difficult. But of course, you know, when you become a mayor, that it is like that.
And if you wouldn't be a mayor, what would you be? If you could change something in your life, what would you be?
I would have loved to be a lawyer, I think. That is a very interesting job as well. And if I would have talents for that, I would love to be an artist, I would love to be somewhat more creative. I'm not very creative, but I'm really I'm jealous on people who are very who are working in arts or having a boutique or something like that.
If you look back to your childhood, do you feel that you respect and fulfill all of your dreams?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a chance to fulfill my dreams. I think. I mean, it's even like this. I didn't have dreams that I once would be a politician or would be a mayor. I mean, I only remember walking by this city hall and thinking, oh, those are the very important people. And I was interested in national politics as well, but then it's developing that when you have chances and then you become interested in having responsible positions, but I didn't realize I would have a chance as a guy, actually.
You're very young for mayor, so I guess that you have
47 already.
I guess you have some project for the future. Can you share a bit of them with us?
No, for the first time in my life, I do not know what to do afterwards. I said in an interview already, and that was not the wisest remark. It was not very wise to tell. I'm just staying until my retirement, but then I had some less than 25 years, but almost 25 years to go. So, but I just enjoy and why thinking about. I mean, there are other things in your life, and I have some chances now to fulfill other dreams in private life. So.